Namaskar, namaste, good evening, welcome to yoga. Let's get centered for the practice. We're going to start off with some conscious breath work. If you take Vishnu Mudra with your right hand, close off right nostril, closing the eyes. Exhale through the left first, and then deep inhale through the left. Close off, pausing for a second or two, and then release right and exhale. Inhale right. Close off, pause, and then release left and exhale. Keep Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing going for the next minute. Bring balance to the energy body, balance to the hemispheres of the brain to prepare mind and body for the practice. Exhale, release the hand. Take a full deep breath in. Hold it in for a count of 20. Jalandhara, chin to the chest, lifting chest to the chin. Anjali. Let's unite our hearts and invoke blessings. We'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the Purna mantra 1 time. Take a deep breath in. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To the presence of the one divine spirit that dwells within, we bow. Rise, yoginis. We're standing. Feet up distance apart. Lift and spread your toes, squeezing leg muscles in and up. And then squeeze inner thighs together. Draw belly in, scoop tailbone, and then shoulders up and back, lifting heart up. Slide jawbone back, bring hands together in prayer position. Taking a deep breath in from the back of the throat. Exhale, root down, releasing hands. Inhale, stretch up, celebrating the freedom of the evening. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Hold plank. Spread your fingers wide so the index finger leads the way. Then draw belly up and in, strengthening the core. In super slow motion, lower down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise up for high cobra pose. Bend the elbows at first. Curl the shoulders back, keeping the arms slightly bent. Fire up the arms, pulling hands back, shoulders back. And then lower down, push back, downward facing dog. Good evening. Do you mind if I ask you to shift over this way a few feet? That way you'd have more room to groove. Perfect right there. Thank you so much. First dog of the day. Bend one knee at a time. Lengthen through calf muscles. Deepening the victorious breath. Keeping glottis muscles toned in the back of the throat. Bring equal length to the in-breath, to the out-breath, while lengthening the space between the breaths. Right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee and twist. Stretching out side body. More weight into the left hand, keeping left arm and shoulder lifting. Upper back levels, you twist from the lower body. And then step it up to the front of the mat for a deep lunge. Right foot up, back foot flat. Take hands off to the left for Adho Mukha Anjaneyasana. You can elevate the hands and ridge top or fingertips, keeping arms and shoulders lifting. Upper back engaged as you descend and in the heart space. Keep your left leg strong, pushing down strong through the left foot, keeping the left leg muscle squeezing in and lifting up towards the hip. Top of the thigh bone pushing back towards the hamstrings. And then step back into plank. Take a vinyasa. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Pausing at the peak, curling shoulders back, extending heart forward, pulling hands back, and then flow back. Left leg up to the ceiling, bend the knee and twist. Put more weight to the right hand, looking for the foot underneath your right arm and shoulder. And then step it up to the front of the mat, back foot flat. Take hands off to the right. Keep left knee bending deep, centered over the ankle. Clamp down to the outer edge of the right foot, keeping your leg muscles squeezing in. And lifting up. And then step back, plank pose, take a vinyasa. Exhaling down. Inhale, ascending, pausing at the peak, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, flow back, down dog. Holding down dog. Take it into a twist. Reach your right hand back for the outside of your left leg. You can walk your feet or your hands in if you need to shorten the stance, and then push strong from the top of the shoulder out through the left hand as you duck the head and twist. And then switch. Down dog. From down dog, take a turbo dog, keeping your legs straight, hips lengthening to the back of the room. Just bend your elbows 2 inches towards the floor, but don't let them touch the floor. Keep them hovering, and then squeeze your forearms in, upper arms and back in. In super slow motion, curling the upper back and slide through, taking vinyasa to a high cobra or up dog. Very nice, and then flow back, holding down dog. 5 deep, victorious breaths. Keep your legs strong. Tops of thighs pushing back into the hamstrings. Arms and shoulders lifting. Pushing energy from the shoulders out through the hands. Bend knees. Gaze up at the end of the exhale. Step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Karmasana. Feet hip distance apart or a little wider, and then clasp hands behind the lower back and take the arms overhead. Both hands to the hips, squeeze the inner thighs together. Shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift up out of the hips and curl. Opening heart, open throat, head back. Exhale, release. Samastitihi. Turning gaze back within. Equalizing awareness and attention. Deep breath in. Exhale, squat, Utkatasana. Inhale overhead. Hold it. Strengthen core. Drawing lower abdomen in. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking left elbow across. Push down through hands, and then open heart. Deepen twist. And then you can separate if you're going further, reaching left hand for the floor, right hand for the ceiling. Don't hold the breath. Keep it full and deep. Inhale, back overhead to center. Exhale, twist, opposite side. Push down through hands, open heart. Staying with the breath. Let the breath take you further if you're separating. Inhale, back overhead. Pausing. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, Nattita. Exhale, step or jump back, plank. Take a vinyasa. Exhaling down with your breath. Inhale, ascending, pausing. Exhale, flow back. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Right foot up, back foot flat. Draw belly in, scoop tailbone, deepen twist. Left arm reaches for the front of the room. So feel free to snag the block if you need it. Wherever your arm is, if it's on the inside or the outside, doesn't matter. Create contact strength, pushing arm into the knee into the arm. So the adductor engages. And then take top hand down towards the corner of the mat. Lift your back heel up. Point foot out to the right, and then sweep your right arm overhead, curling towards the back bend for Soma Chandra. Step back, down dog. From down dog, take turbo dog. Time to wake up. Slide through, Vinyasa. Second side, Parsvakona, left foot up, back foot flat. Belly in, scoop tailbone, push off the back leg as you deepen twist. Right arm reaches. Keep the knee centered over the ankle. Leg pushing into the arm pushing into the leg. And then take top hand down, back heel up. Put foot out to the left, sweep it overhead. Step back, down dog, turbo dog, because it gets you stronger faster. Bending the arms towards the floor, keeping your chest low, slide through. Flow back. Udipu Jai. And then lift right leg up behind you, parallel with the floor. Flex the toes, squeeze leg muscles in, lean forward into plank. Push head up, index knuckles down, halfway down and pause. And then push back strong, down dog, right foot up to the front of the mat, warrior one pose. Draw belly in, scoop tailbone, take it overhead. Go and lift the back heel up, and you can wiggle right foot to the right if you need more stability. Take a deep breath in, squeezing legs together, lift up out of the hips, and then exhale, hips forward and down, pushing leg bones apart, keeping hips level and low. Bring more strength to the back leg on the inhale, lifting left thigh up. Keep it straight and strong. Exhale, bend right knee. Go a little deeper. Two more strong, deep, victorious breaths. Exhale, release. Step back, plank or turbo dog. Take the vinyasa. left leg lifts. Plank. Halfway down. Push back strong. Step it up. Virabhadra with the back heel up. Squaring off hips so you can go deeper, safer into the back bend. Take it overhead. Squeezing legs together. Lifting up out of the hips. Side body's long. Taking gaze up and then push through the back heel. Bend left knee deep. Inhale, create more strength in the back leg. Keeping right thigh lifting. Exhale, bend left knee deep. You can wiggle your left foot to the left so you're not like on a balance beam. So this flips you here more. And then wiggle your back foot to the right. There you go. That's it. Welcome. Exhale, release, step back, plank pose. Right leg lifts. Plank. Trianga, halfway down. Push back strong. Step it up. Warrior one, same thing. Take it overhead. Draw in. Drawing energy up and in. Taking gaze up. Exhale, push from the top of the hip to the back heel, and then bend right knee deep. Bring your right thigh parallel with the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Left elbow across. Hands in prayer. To the floor. Or you can wrap and bind if it's available. Doesn't matter how far you take the pose. The outer form is part of the Maya, the illusion. It's the inner form that matters most. The union of mind, body, and spirit in the present moment. Giving it your best effort. Inhale in one, step back, take a vinyasa. Left leg lifts. Plank pose. Halfway down. Push back, step it up. Virabhadra. Belly in, scoop tailbone, take it overhead. Root down through the feet, scissoring thighs together. Lengthen, taking gaze up. Keeping right thigh lifting up, bend left knee deep, left thigh bone parallel. Stay with the breath, deep breath in. Exhale, twist, right elbow across. So take it further with the breath, reaching for the floor, wrap and bind. Keep the breath full and deep. Inhale and twist, step back, take the vinyasa. It's the conscious breath, which builds more prana shakti, more life force energy. Right foot to the front of the mat and pause. Both hands to the top of the thigh. Connecting to breath. Bowing forward. Squeezing legs together. Drawing energy up and in. Clasp hands behind the back. Lift shoulders up. Slide jawbone back. Squeeze arms in. Upper back in. Take your gaze up. Left thigh lifting up and right knee deep. You can lift the forward heel if you're going further. Keep your hands clasped. Virastamba. Back foot flat. Take it overhead. Humble warrior pose. We all become more humble when we surrender our expectations. When we surrender thought and become more present. Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. Work the arm balance. You can take it as far as you can. I'll help you out if you need assistance. I'm going to help you out. You're going to take your arm under like this. And then this block is going to be there. And then, hold on. Before you lower down, this foot's going to slide out to the side. Sit all the way. All the way. And now you're going to bend your arms and lower down. And your back foot's going to lift. And this foot's going to lift. There, look at that. Just like that. Got it. Second side, left foot up and pause. Connecting to breath. Surrendering thought, letting go of the old. Creating space for the new. And then draw in with more strength of spirit. Clasp hands behind the back. Lift shoulders up. Side jawbone back. Squeeze arms in. Upper back in. Back leg straight and strong. Bend left knee deep. Lift forward heel if you're going further. Keep hands clasped. Back foot flat. Take it overhead. Work the arm balance, take your time, Sage Kundinya. You can take the block underneath your right thigh. And then your left foot slides out to the left and then lower down. Keep your knee against the arm and then back leg lifts. That's right. There you go. That's right. Also take your picture right here. Couldn't see that block. You look like you're flying. Next class. Right foot up, side angle pose, round 2. There's one long rest at the end. Right foot up, back foot flat. Left arm reaches. Left hand to the hip, bow forward, straighten right leg, triangle pose. Re-scoop tailbone and twist, left arm straight up. You can use the block if you need it. Thigh muscles squeezing in, lifting up. Kneecaps lifting. Stay with the breath. Top hand back to the hip. Step up for half moon pose. You can use the block if you need it, taking it 8 inches up and out to the side, lifting left leg up parallel. When you have stability, left hand can reach up for the ceiling. Optional. If you're going further for the back bend, you can bend the knee to the chest and reach for the top of the foot for Ardha Chandra Chapa. Revolved half moon, left hand down, underneath left shoulder, straighten left leg. Outer rotate standing leg, taking right arm up. Revolved half moon, staying with the breath. All asana is designed to stimulate the breath, the highest level of awareness. There's only 2 poses, inhale pose and exhale pose. Both hands down, standing split. 99% of doing Ujjayi breath correctly is listening to the quality of the breath, matching the resonant sound of the in-breath to the out-breath, of breathing equal duration to the breath, bringing more conscious presence to the space, the pause between the breaths. Optional handstand or forearm stand if you want to kick up. You can use the wall if you're fast. Otherwise, just take a vinyasa. Somebody will do it for you. I'll spot your yoga teacher. Oh, you got to push up in my hand.
Okay.
Push. There you go. Tailbone up. Coconut butt. Head up strong. Hold it.
Thank you.
That's better. Okay. Child's pose by popular request. Back to down dog. Second side, side angle pose. Parsavakona. Left foot up. Back foot flat. Top hand to the hip, bow forward, straighten left leg, triangle pose, Tita Trikona. Belly in, re-scoop tailbone. Bring leg muscles lifting. Push down strong through the feet. And then free up the roof of the mouth. Releasing palate. Deepening Ujjayi breath. Ardha Chandra, top hand to the hip, step it up. Half moon, use the block if you need it. It's your friend. Get up and out to the side. Flex your feet. Push out through the heels. If you're going further, optional, knee to the chest. For Ardha Chandra Chapa. Varvreda Ardha Chandra, revolved half moon, right hand down. Then rotate top of the right thigh. Out rotate left leg. Take your left arm up, keeping inner thighs squeezing together. Both hands down, standing split. Stacking hips, lift right hip high. Madhya Mukha Vriksha, Pinchamaya or Vinyasa. Optional kick up. Or just step back and take a Vinyasa. Push. Do that. Boom. Wide leg stand, step left foot up. With the hands underneath the shoulders. Bend your knees, arch, and then clasp hands behind the lower back. Squeeze inner thighs together, shoulder blades together, and then take it overhead, straightening arms, straighten legs. Hands underneath shoulders, inhale, lengthen spine, pushing head up. And then hook both big toes with the first two fingers for Pashimotonasana. Bending elbows up, squeeze shoulder blades on the back, point forehead to the floor for D position. Back muscles lifting, leg muscles lifting, creating strength. And then we expand. Hands underneath shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, relaxing leg muscles. Go wider, at least 2 or 4 inches on each side. Play your edge. Walk your hands back. Take your forehead to the floor. Forearms to a block or forearms to the floor. When you reach your edge, create strong legs again, pushing down through the mat. Keeping leg muscles squeezing in and lifting. And then heel toe, feet back in. Come to squatting at the front of the mat. From squatting, you can hold the squat for the hip opener. Or set your hands, taking hands a little wider for crow pose, Bakasana. Keeping your elbows bent wide. Knees clamped in over the outside of the arms. Lean forward and squeeze your knees in. And use your inner thighs to lift one foot up and then the other foot up. Hold it 5 or 10 breaths, and then you can transition to tripod headstand if it's available. I'm going to get you there. Come back for a second. When you set your hands, take your pinky finger wider so it hangs off your mat a little bit. And then I want you to squat on top of this block like this for today, like that.
Okay. That's a good idea.
You can be like a bird perching. crash pad so you don't break your glasses. And then you're going to keep your elbows bent right there. Now you're just going to lean forward and just try and lift one foot off that block and hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then switch. Perfect. Child's pose again. Yay, rest back. Witness the absence of thought, the presence of spirit. It's the intensity of asana which gets you out of the head and into the here and the now. You can rest here, being fully present, or take it into puppy pose, Shavasana, leaning forward with your arms straight. If you have tight shoulders, then bend your arms out to the side for a heart opening pose. You want to be able to lean all the way forward so you can get your chest down and you can relax comfortably into it and you're not in a state of suffering. But if you are, just keep sliding forward until you are. Eventually you'll just lay flat and that should be comfortable. Oh, yummy. Deep breath. Be gentle. One more. And then you can push back into child's pose. There it is.
Nice. Thank you.
Stretch back into down dog. Take a vinyasa from plank or turbo dog. And then lay flat on the belly for one arm auspicious pose. Right arm out to the right. Flip the hand so palms face up and the thumbs pointing to the back of the room. There you go. And then rock over onto your right hip and your side body. Bend left knee up towards the ceiling. Having foot on the floor, and then you can bend right knee up also, and then reach your left hand back and clasp. Got it. Boom. You're there. You got it. Super. Optional left ankle on top if you're in super deep. Left ankle goes here. And then you push into it, and you go like this, so you try and get your left hip back to the floor. And then switch. Second side, take it out to the left. Just a little wider. Flex.
Flexi.
And then back onto the belly. Reach back for both feet for Dhanurasana bow pose. Push down to the knees, then scoop tailbone, kick back, arch up and lift. Take a few strong breaths, rocking on the belly with the breath. And then take it into side bow. Lift your left knee higher, lean to the right for Parsvadhana. You come all the way up, bring your knees back together, and then release your head, your neck, your jaw, the roof of the mouth. And then take it to the opposite side. Back onto the belly. Optional one more lift, or just push back into child's pose. Kapottasana, Pigeon pose. Bring your right knee up wide behind your right wrist towards the outer edge of the mat. Slide left leg in towards the center of the mat. Slide it back a few inches. And then walk your hands back first, pushing down through the knees. Activating legs, lift and curl. Lifting up out of the hips. And then work a quad stretch. Bring your right hand front and center. You can use a block if you need to. Reach your left hand back for the inner edge of the foot. Kick back and then pull it in. Release your back leg for a second. And then push your hands to the floor and lift your hip up off the floor. And let's put this underneath your hip like this. There you go. There you go. That looks better. And now reach for it. That's it. When you're ready, you can bow forward. Stacking fists up or take hands wide, bending elbows up. Optional vinyasa, or just step back and switch legs. Pigeon, second side, left knee up wide, right leg slides in and back. Walk hands back, lift and curl. Push down through knees, keeping hips lifting, squared forward. Work the quad stretch. Reach for the back foot with the right hand. And then pull it in. Optional mermaid if you're going further. Release forward. Step back, take a vinyasa. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Come to kneeling. You can fold the mat over if you want to use the mat to pad your knees. You can have your toes curled under if you need more height for the heels. Otherwise, keep your feet flat, toes pushing down. Bow to the heart first, hips widen back and apart, and then draw belly in. Strengthen lower abdominals to protect the lower back. Scooping tailbone, lift and curl, palms to heels. Or you can reach one hand back at a time, one hand to one foot. Keeping one hand on the hip, hips forward, heart up. Slide your jawbone back, keep the front of the neck engaged. If you take your head back, if you're that deep forward, you should work on taking your palms to your heels so your fingers reach towards your toes and then go forward like that so you feel your biceps. Inhale up, rest back for Supta Virasana. You can sit on a block or sit between the feet and rest all the way back for supine hero pose. You won't be here that long. No stress in the knees. If you feel the knees back off and get out of there. pause. And then back up, all fours position for wizard pose. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your knees 2 inches back behind your hips. Right arm up, deep breath in. And then exhale, twist, rest the shoulders straight down at the center of the mat. Pausing there, taking a full inhale, a full exhale. You don't need to look around if you get lost. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to come around and help you. First thing, you're going to slide your left knee up so it's higher up than your right. You're going to slide it up towards your arm, right there. And then your right ankle is going to cross on top of your left foot. Boom. And then you can reach your left arm overhead towards the corner of the mat. And if you have balance, you can reach the hand behind your lower back for the top of the hip and pull against the hip, attempting to take your top shoulder back towards the floor. You okay?
Yep.
See if you can use this hand and grab this foot so you have something to hold on to. There you go. That's it. You got it? That's it. I think you can go a little further here. Slide this up like that. There you go. Now grab it.
Understand it, teacher.
That's it. And then with each exhale, take it back like that. I think you just came up with a new pose, Allison.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
It means the yoga's working.
Okay.
You hold this. So you don't need to hold your foot because you can bind, girl. Get that arm bit in there.
Oh, I got
There
it.
you
I
go.
got it.
Now, deep breath. That's it.
Nice, thank you.
Inhale and twist. Child's pose. Resting back. And then back to all fours. Left arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Press the shoulder straight down. And then you're going to slide your right knee up towards the arm so the knees are offset. And then right knee up first and then left ankle on top. That's it. And then right arm overhead on the floor for support, or you can reach behind the back. That's it for the hip. Hold on to the top foot or reach that arm between the legs and go for that clasp. You got it?
I know where we're going with this.
You got it?
Yeah, that works?
Yeah.
Eventually I grab my wrist.
There you go. Good. Bien hecho. Couple more deep breaths. And then inhale and twist, stretch back, child's pose. Optional vinyasa or come to sitting for seated wide angle pose. You can pivot off to the side for Konasana, taking legs wide apart. Clear sitting bones, and then clear hamstrings, rolling your quads in, hamstrings out. Why don't you sit up on this one for tonight? Let me help you out too. That's not very nice. Pull your toes back, squeeze your leg muscles in, and then arch up and fold forward. See if this will work for you. You're good? So as you go deeper, build more strength in the tops of the legs, pushing your thighs down. Left leg strong, start to bow or twist over the right leg. Reaching for the foot with the left hand, or twist overhead and grab it. Inhale up, power twist over left leg. Back up, go a little wider, a little deeper, fold forward one more time. And then slowly back up, pivot forward for Pashimotonasana, west side stretch. Pivot forward, facing front of the room again. You can re-clear sitting bones, and with both legs straight. Pull your toes back, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hooking both big toes or outer edges of the feet. Pull back on the feet, pushing legs down through the floor. Work a twist, inhale, lengthen. Reach your left hand across for the outer edge of the foot. Taking your right hand out to the side, taking your head down towards the outside of the knee. Or hook your elbow across with the palm face up, and then your right arm reaches overhead for the top of the opposite foot. And then you duck that and twist. Inhale, lengthen, back to center. Take it to the opposite side. Right hand reaches across, or flip it, elbow across, palm face up. Go up here. Inhale, back to center. Go a little bit further. One more forward fold. Hooking hands over the feet, or you can use your block, hooking your block over your feet and pull back on the block. Inhale up, east side stretch, Pashimotonasana, hands behind you, hands to me in fists, ridge top or palms flat, fingers forward. Push down through the heels, lift your hips. Shavasana, bow pose, hips down, legs up. You can hold the backs of the knees if you need support. Keep the knees bent. If you have support, free the arms parallel. The legs are already all the way straight. Flex those toes, engage your quads, pushing out through heels. Ardha Nava, halfway down, pointing feet. Squeeze legs together tight. Firing inner thighs and outer shins. Keeping shoulders curling away from the mat. And then back up, round two. Flexing feet. Deepening breath. Keeping heart lifting. Halfway, round two. One more round, back up. Last one, back down. And rest. Knees to the chest, rock around a little side to side. And then feet on the floor, lift hips. Lift and clasp. Or have palms face up. Rest down. Vinyasa, hands overhead. Hips up, chest up, top of the head. Take it all the way up. Optional push-ups, lifting heels up, taking head towards the floor, and then re-straightening arms. Rest. One more good one from the floor. You can repeat Setu Bandha Sharbanga, or all the way up for Urdhva. You can do more push-ups or alternate leg lifting, bringing one foot into the center and lift the other leg up from bridge or from upward bow. Shoulder stands. Kick the legs to the chest, holding hips, and then extend legs up to the ceiling. Got it. Take legs overhead, plow pose. Bend knees over ears, ear pressure pose. Slowly unroll, fish pose, Matsyasana. Arching, head back. And then lift legs, lift arms for Utthanapadasana. Single leg stretch, right leg up to the ceiling. Clasp hands behind the hamstrings first. Kick away first, trying to break the clasp of the hands. Squeezing leg muscles in, arching your lower back off the mat, and then slowly bring the right leg closer to the chest. Keep it straight and strong, building more strength in the top of the leg as it comes closer. Take it out to the right, holding outer edge of the foot or the big toe. Keep your left thigh strong, pushing down, left hip rolling down. Take it up and over into the twist, switching hands. Back up, switch legs, left leg up, clasping, resisting, building strength. Keep it straight and strong, slowly bring it closer to the chest. Take it out to the left. Take it up and over into the twist. Back up for happy baby. Reach for the feet, pulling knees down. You can lean a little to the right. Pushing right knee down, and then to the left, pushing left knee down. If you're going deeper, walk arms over the legs. Bring feet towards the head or behind the head. Ready, you can free yourself and take it into a simple twist to the right, both knees across, left hand to the rib cage or out to the left. To the opposite side. back up, roll around, twist or stretch however you need to. When you're ready, extend long for Shavasana, final relaxation. Let yourself relax fully for a few minutes, enjoying space and freedom. Stretching out with a deep inhale. Roll to the right, supporting head on the arm bone. Twist up. When that's done, in universal prayer for happiness and freedom, deep breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Let's practice yoginis. Wonderful rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Welcome.